All right, guys, this is going to be the fifth installment. And if you're still here, I know it is long, it is grueling, but we're going to go ahead and keep it pushing. This is about the fun part. Okay, finally, we get to the fun part, and it's going to be a two-part video because there's just so much content that we could talk about, and it is the effects. Okay, these are all of your effects that you can add to the video to just give it that flair, right? Excuse me, that little flair, the little pizzazz or whatever you want to add extra to it. You can add certain things to it. So let's say, for instance, you want to add a shake to here. And a quick thing about this is there's the search and effects. You can go ahead and type right in the effects. Does go work tandem with the control panel, but you can type right into the effects shake. Okay, so we have, it tells you where it is. It's in grunge. We can go ahead and add a little shake to the video, and we'll just go ahead, we'll remove this first so we can get that out. So we'll just go ahead and play, and as you can see, it does a little shake. All right, and they normally, as you can see the camera, they normally will like duplicate it because they're trying to not add any black on the background. I don't like having black on the background, so they'll go ahead and duplicate it. So this whole rest of the clip is shake. So the next thing that we want to do, we'll go into our controls panel, which I have to turn off my camera so you guys can see it. Go ahead and turn off the camera. So right here is the shake. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and select the arrow down, and we can kind of control if it's smoother, the seed of it, and that's like not how many shakes, but like how violent it is. The amount is how many shakes that you may want. We can control the speed, and then over here you can get these the two black lines on the outside and really kind of tune it in where you want. So let's say I want to tune this to about 2. All right, and I want to add 40 shakes. All right, so we'll go ahead and look at what 40 shakes look like. All right, it could be a little bit faster if I'm gonna shake it. Let's go ahead and add it up to about 3.5. All right, so 3.5 is a crazy amount of shake. So that's if you want to add in a shake, you can definitely type it in there. And then we could just right click and remove that, and it will just go back to the regular video, and we'll just use it as one little clip here. Oh, that is a clip. I didn't realize that was a clip. Okay, so we'll just hit the X button. We could type in something. Let's say you want to make the whole video black and white. We'll just type in black. Okay, all right. So we have the film looks here, and it literally says black and white old stock, black diffusion. So we'll go ahead and just click it, drag it on the green box, and we just turn the whole thing black and white. Okay, now we can go into brightness and contrast, hue, saturation, lightness, all of that. So with this, what you want to do is you want to up the saturation, because the saturation is at -100 to make it black and white. So if you take that all the way back to 100, it is really, really bright. And if you put it in the middle, it will be at right where it's supposed to be for the video. Okay. So what we will do is I will normally up it just a little bit because I don't want it a full black and white. I want it to look old time. So we'll just up the saturation there. And then we can go into the different colors. Normally yellow is the one that I like to use. And we'll move the saturation a little bit higher for it, so it gives it a little old time effect. We can go into red as well, up the the hue shift. I think is the hue shift. Yeah, the hue shift to shift it red. The saturation is going to make it a little bit more red. That way we can make it look as old timey as possible, and kind of take out that. And it's going to be for the whole entire clip. Okay, so wherever that clip comes in, we can just do that. You normally do that for like something sad that happens or something like that. So let's say it's something that's sad that happened. we're gonna go back to the master. We can just take all of it. We just want it to be black and white. Okay. And then we'll type in rain. Okay, so we have the rain, that's the 3D rain, the particle effect. Okay, right there, rain on glass. So this one you have to pay for. I don't think I've ever used that one. Actually, I kind of want to see what it looks like. But I'll do that after the video. This one's called Rain on Glass, and this one is free. I know that because I used to use it a lot, and we could just same thing, drag it on there. And it's gonna add little teardrops as almost like you're crying. And then once again, I would probably import like some sad music on the back of it. You know, if it's, let's say you lost it or you got killed and you wanted to show it, you know, adding a little rain effect like somebody's crying or something like that. So those are just the effects, and these kind of effects are really, really fun. You can control those into, let's go ahead and go on Rain on Glass. And then you can drops, how many drops, you can add more drops, less drops, whatever. You know, you can actually, when you get into keyframing, which another video for another day, guys, keyframing, you can actually have it, you know, start out at 8 and then upscale to 200. You know, you could do like that over the time or the course of the video. You may want to do that, but that's keyframing. That's not on this. That's different composite shot or something like that. But you can add the rain effect, and it's just going to have the little rain effect behind it like somebody is crying. Okay, so these are the effects. We're not going to get into every single effect, only because it would take forever, but we are going to get into a little quick effect on how to upgrade your video. So like I told you in the previous one, this is going to be 1270 at 720, I think, or whatever it is. What is the video? Okay, yeah, 1280 at 720. So what you can do in order to up the quality, okay, we're just gonna type, just make sure you pay attention to this one or write it down. It's called unsharpen. Unsharpen, this is free. You're just gonna add this unsharpen, and we'll clip it real quick. Clip that just so you can see the difference. We'll add an unsharpen to there. Okay, so once we go down to unsharpen, what we're going to do is go into this preset and go into enhanced detail. So what that did was it enhanced the detail of all the numbers and everything else. That's going to help with like the pixelated video when it comes out. Like you can really start to see the difference. It's a little bit brighter. It's a little bit more soft and things like that. So you can see like the colors are a little bit more vibrant. The numbers, when you get into it, like the numbers are more vibrant and everything. So, you know, you can kind of see the numbers and things like that. Like it's going to be really, really, really detailed and getting into it. And that's how you're going to add the detail with this unsharpened enhanced detail. You can also add into here. I also like to add in a brightness, IGHT, a brightness and a contrast. We'll add the brightness and contrast to the video, and we'll go ahead and tune it a little bit. We'll up the brightness and up the contrast to make it a deeper, more vibrant feel to it. Up the contrast a little bit more, so we got the deeper look. As you can see, looks deep, and that's how you can really get that that effect and that pop that you're looking for. And you kind of got to tune it on what you like, but that's going to give your render quality when you are getting back into it. You're going to be able to up that video. Now that is something that I actually do in the beginning, so the whole video is like that. I don't do it in specific clips. I normally will brighten it and contrast it, add the unsharpen, edit detail, and get into that. Okay, so the last one is going to be, we're going to just X off of that, and you can go into each one and figure out what each one does. You can add different particles and things like that, but with particles, some of them you have to pay for. I'm not sure which ones. Like I know blood spray you have to pay for. You see the rain on glasses there, the shatter, layer only. When it says layer only, that's a composite shot. It's something that's going to be a little bit more into it. Scenes, you can add a parallax. Those are layer only. What are ones that are not layer only? I think the grunge, right? You can add a flicker, a grain, a halftone. You know, it's just certain things that you could add, a shake, a shutter, you know, something that you could play with and just figure out what they are. Once again, like I said, I do stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. If you got a question like, yo, what does the grunge do? I really don't know how to tune it. You know, I definitely will help you through that. Just come out to the stream at DC the Butcher. Let's go ahead and turn the camera back on as well. I am editing my boy Real B Santa's videos. You can go ahead and check out him. He does stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at the Real B Santa. Go check him out as well. But those are some of the effects that you can add. You can add light flares, you can add particles, a lot of different things that you can add to your videos. And then there are the transitions. I got a little bit of time on this video, so we'll go ahead and show you what the transitions kind of do. We'll go into an audio transition. So for the audio transition, let's say I added in this GIF here and something that you probably don't hear, but I do. So when it clips in the end, it's like a little pop because it's popping from there. You can add an audio transition, something small. A lot of this stuff, when you get into transitions, okay, they're very, very small, but they make the video clean, and you won't even like visually notice it. You won't even audio notice it, but your brain will notice it, and you're just like, yo, I don't know what it is, but something is really clean about this video. And it releases those endorphins in your brain, like, yo, this is kind of hot. So you can add a fade to here. I will add a fade to it so you don't hear that pop.
You sounded very sincere.
So when you go into it, you don't hear the, what the heck? Okay, my video just, you know, render speed. So it goes straight into it, and you don't hear that pop, which is important to me. Definitely don't want to hear that pop, okay? So you can add that audio fade if you do hear the pop. I don't know if you hear it, but I definitely hear it. We'll go ahead and remove it and play it one more time.
You sounded very sincere.
When it goes off, it's like, it's a real quick one, but you can add that as a transition. And then the video transitions we actually talked about, but there are various different ways to do that, and we will talk about the transitions and how you really going to use those in the next video. This is your boy DC. We're gonna get to the next video. Always remember, embrace the hate and just hate everybody. That's what we do.